It's winter. One of the lessons of winter is dying well, but the other side of that is living well. If you don't live well, then you have no chance at dying well. So what does that entail? Stay tuned and I'll give you my animist take on that. Hi guys, I'm Laura Giles with Pan Society. Thanks for tuning in for our little animist tidbit today. I have this really fabulous friend who is an amazing cook. He owns a restaurant, and every time I go there, he whips up something that's not on the menu that's absolutely to die for. And it's not just because he's a good cook. There's more to it than that, because I can use his recipes and make something good, but his creations are incredible. And we joke that he pokes his little finger into everything, and he makes, like he puts his little sugar in there, his natural sweetness, and makes it absolutely superb. And you know what? That's exactly right. He lives to care for people, and he does that through his food. He delights in making you happy. So when I roll my eyes with appreciation and make all my food noises, like, it really fills him up. So living well is about showing up, being yourself, and letting that special thing that you bring into the world be shared with the world. So if you're a lover, love. And if you're an artist, create. Bring new things to life. If you're a teacher, teach. If you're a healer, heal. You're not here to sing someone else's song. Only you can sing your song. So let's hear it. That's reciprocity. You shine, we receive your rays. So with my friend, he cooks food. I eat it and appreciate it. He receives love, I receive love. It's a win-win. And that's what living well is all about. It's not about success, money, bling, or comfort. It's about, did you share your light inside with other people? Did you live authentically? Did you give of your gifts? Did you receive the abundance that is offered to you? So living well is also about being here and engaging with things as they are. So I'm a past life regression facilitator, and I can tell you that most people aren't doing that. They're living in the past, repeating old patterns lifetime after lifetime, or they're living for the future and trying to build something for later instead of being here now. So they're trying to create safety, avoid loss, be comfortable, to avoid living. And all we have is now. Tomorrow is not promised to us. The wheel of life changes. Sometimes you're up and sometimes you're down. And if you aren't living that, whatever that is, you're not going to learn and grow or experience what you need to experience to get to the next thing. So you just go round and round the hamster wheel. And every day is a new day. You know what I mean? So if you aren't living it as a new day and meeting each moment as it is, you're not living. You're not engaging in animism. And if you're not engaging, it's not animism in my opinion, because that's what animism is all about. It's being part of the web. It's relating to life and everything you encounter in life as it is. And I know that's a challenge. You know, we're ostriches. We only want to see the fun stuff, but it's all good. So for me, it's also about living at zero. To zero being, if I received, I also gave. If I broke something, I fix something. If I make a mistake, I repair it so that there's no debt, no resentment, no mountain of junk left for me or anyone else to clean up when I leave this place. You can't hide what you do from yourself. And there's no guilt or shame if you just own it and fix it. I want to die well, so I clean up my garbage as I go. You know, funeral rituals help the family to purify the dead so they can move on in peace. But you have to help yourself. We all have a legacy that we leave our children and our communities. It's not about bequests or trust funds. It's about addiction, violence, abuse, guilt, shame, that kind of stuff. Or it can be about love, kindness, nurturing, and happy memories. It's about how did we touch each other's spirits. Not just those who are in our families or those we love, but everyone. And I try to leave everybody better than I found them. Maybe that's happier, with a full belly, wiser, or something. So find your inner mojo and engage, guys. Do that thing that only you know how to do. And give that love the way that only you can. Connect and let yourself receive from others. And if you're isolated, and most of us are during COVID, and don't have contact, receive the sun's warmth. Every day he's so beautiful as he rises. Sometimes when it's misty, you can see the rays coming through the mist in golden strands, and it's just mesmerizing. Or at night, I look up and I see the moon and the stars just dazzling in the sky, and I think, I can never get tired of this view. How blessed I am to see this night after night. It's the little things, y'all. If you wait for the peak experiences, there's a lot of time in between that's just kind of blah, and gray. And the world is beaming us all this amazing, creative, beautiful things that we could receive right now and be grateful for. So open up and engage. Let yourself be part of all that awesome beauty. We're here, so let's live well. So how do you shine your light? Write me a comment and share it. And if this video spoke to you, please subscribe. See you next time. Bye.